Butternut squash mac and cheese is a velvety, cheesy dish that is packed with flavor and fun food history. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Lounging with Lenny. My name is Lenny. In this video episode I'll show you how to make my favorite butternut squash mac and cheese. So stay tuned and enjoy this video to the end. Oh, I almost forgot. Let's begin. Get a butternut squash, cut the top off, cut it in half and remove the seeds. Mac and cheese can be traced back to 13th century, where early pasta and cheese casseroles appeared in old cookbooks. Cheese and noodle casseroles were common in wealthy households, because cheese was expensive and considered as a symbol of status. Once the butternut squash is cleaned, place it on a sheet pan, drizzle it with some olive oil, and spread the oil with a silicone brush. Unlike many ancient crops, butternut squash is new. It was created in the 1940s by Charles Leggett, who crossbred pumpkin and gooseneck squash to create a sweeter, smoother, easier to peel squash. Season it with some salt and freshly ground white pepper. Don't forget to subscribe, press the bell, press notify me to get notified about my new videos. For my butternut squash mac and cheese, I also prefer to use roasted garlic. Take a head of garlic, cut the top off, get a piece of aluminum foil and place garlic head and half of the shallot in it. Drizzle it with some olive oil and don't forget to season it with some salt and black pepper. Place the foil on a sheet pan together with the butternut squash. Bake it in a preheated 375 degrees Fahrenheit oven for about 1 hour. For my Mornay sauce, also known as the cheese sauce, I'm using cheddar and the Gruyere cheese. Get 8 ounces of sharp cheddar cheese and 8 ounces of Gruyere cheese and grate it on a large box grater and transfer it into the separate bowls. I personally love butternut squash and mac and cheese, and when you combine it all together, it is an outstanding combination. It combines creamy cheese with naturally sweet roasted butternut squash. Time to make bechamel sauce. After bechamel is ready, we're gonna add 2 cheeses and it's gonna become Mornay sauce. Get a saucepan, put it on a medium-high heat, add 1 string of sage and 3 tablespoons of butter. Melt it and let the butter infuse with the sage for a couple of minutes. Then remove the sage. Add 3 tablespoons of AP flour and cook it on a medium-low heat until the flour is fully incorporated. Pour in 2 cups of cold milk and return the sage back in. Stir the sauce with a whisk, grate some fresh nutmeg in, season it with salt and white pepper, make sure to stir it constantly and cook it on a low heat for about 5 to 8 minutes. Remove the sage and the consistency of bechamel sauce should be like this. Remove the sauce from the stove and add the cheeses in. 8 ounces of shredded cheddar and 8 ounces of Gruyere cheese. Make sure to add the cheeses when the pot with the sauce is off the stove, otherwise the sauce will break. Incorporate all the cheeses until it's fully melted and our Mornay sauce is ready. Now let's cook the pasta. Don't forget to season the pasta water with the salt. Bring the water to a boil, add 1 pound of Chiocciole pasta. It's a small, shell-shaped pasta that got its name from the Italian word for snail because of its curved appearance. You can definitely use elbow pasta or other shell pasta that you have. Cook it until it's al dente, according to the box instruction. And don't forget to reserve 1 cup of pasta water. Butternut squash was named butternut because it was smooth as butter and sweet as a nut. Once the pasta is ready, transfer it into the sheet pan and drizzle it with some olive oil to prevent from sticking to each other. Butternut squash is ready. You can check it with a paring knife. It will be done once the paring knife easily goes into the butternut squash. Clean it. I prefer to get a spoon and clean it just like that. Get about 2 cups of butternut squash. The rest you can enjoy it as is. Now let's puree butternut squash and put it all together. Into the blender add butternut squash puree, roasted shallot and garlic, Squeeze the garlic carefully with your hand and get rid of the skin. Grate some nutmeg, I prefer to use the fresh one. Season it with salt and white pepper. Pour half a cup of pasta water and blend it until everything will become smooth. If the butternut squash mixture is way too thick, you can definitely add some pasta water. And now let's assemble our mac and cheese. Get a large bowl, add the pasta in, add butternut squash mixture, and mornay sauce. But make sure that the mornay sauce is warm and mix everything carefully, making sure that the pasta is fully covered with butternut squash mixture and the cheese sauce. Get a baking dish, I'm using medium one, 10 by 6 inches, and transfer mac and cheese in and spread it evenly. Get 1 cup of seasoned panko breadcrumbs and add 2 tablespoons of melted butter in. And top our butternut squash mac and cheese casserole with these breadcrumbs. Let's put it in a preheated 400 degrees Fahrenheit oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. I ended up cooking it for 25 minutes, and my butternut squash mac and cheese is ready. It looks crispy and delicious. The moment that you were waiting for, taste test. Let's dig in. Transfer some mac and cheese into the small plate and enjoy it. The story of mac and cheese is very complex and interesting. It's perfect for fall, holidays, and cozy dinner. Guys, if you love butternut squash plus mac and cheese, this is the recipe that you need to make.